If you think that the Tiger Zodiac has no wealth and growth stars in 2026, think again. Because these powerful stars are just awaiting for those who know how to foresee their existence in the coming year of the fire horse. Besides, the tiger is filled by the prosperous fire element structure through the 3 harmony combination with the horse and the dog signs. Furthermore, the Tiger Zodiac also holds the super important growth stage of the Big Fire, which happens to be the ruling element of year 2026. So if you now realize the importance of the fire element, you can now imagine why 2026 can be your most monumental year if you have this zodiac, as well as the re-emergence of double Tiger Zodiac in 2027 astrology chart. Therefore, I cannot stress enough the significance of the 2026 outlook, especially for people with the Tiger Zodiac, as your key to prosperity lies in the ability to quickly realign yourself and harness to the prosperous fire element throughout the year. And thanks to the close relations you have with the fire element in the coming years, the unstoppable transformation caused by the overwhelming fire in 2026 will surely impact most, if not all, of the Tiger Zodiac natives for the years to come. Thus, you can consider to transform your growth opportunities in 2026 by initiating and executing an in-depth analysis of a new market for your organization, or you could foster new valuable networks that could create value for your organization, or maybe you can consider to offer yourself as a viable candidate for relocation or new posting when there's an opportunity to do so, if you want to align to the auspiciousness of the Heavenly Horse star. Because the star of Heavenly Horse is a star that brings positive changes and opportunities through initiations of movements. Not only that, people of the Tiger Zodiac are likely to be provided with the zest to swiftly learn from all the processes and experiences, as the star of the study hall creates the platform for many of you to absorb the skills, especially in discerning and dealing with surrounding humans day in, day out. With that being said, patience should be your number one priority so you can minimize the chance of confronting with disruptive people, nasty and resentful people in 2026. At the same time, people of the Tiger Zodiac must be super cautious of possible physical injuries, emotional entanglements, and even serious life disruptions due to accidents, office politics, relationship confrontations, legal issues, and even conflicts with superiors or clients. And with the white tiger star awaiting, it is a clear signal for you to instill lots of patience dealing with everyday life, including your daily drive to work, in order to avoid any sort of possible injuries and confrontations. Because this is a star that denotes excessive energies that could lead into aggressiveness. Similarly, the white tiger also traditionally indicates possible confrontations with fierce women or petty people if being offended. Somehow, if you are unable to curb your excessive white tiger impulsions, there's a likelihood of being tempted into fleeting romance with people that you would not want to commit in the first place, as the star of red chamber meeting the white tiger possibly signals relationship entanglements with troublesome people. And when you start to become distracted by these entanglements, your detractors could take the lead to instigate the star of gossips that brings further loss of trust and even betrayal, which could lead to the amplification towards losing your reputation, job, and income for some tigers just when the chips are down, because the star of Sky Warrior implies constant disputes and clashes from people who wants to upstage you. Meanwhile, the star of Flying Chase indicates the need for the Tiger Zodiac clan to be very punctual and attentive wherever you travel and whatever you do, as there are indicators of possible distractions that causes you to be neglectful and careless. This is also a star that traditionally symbolizes possible physical injuries due to falling objects from height or constructions, or it could be self-inflicted chaos and losses due to your own haste. At the same time, the stars of Great Shah and Earth Shah demands your attention and observational skills in assessing possible risks to your plans in 2026, including surrounding people that you associate with. Besides the risk of natural disasters or social instabilities that could derail your travel plan, the instability brought by the star of Great Shah can manifest in the form of people trying to sabotage and create more hurdles to your life progress and even your business projects. Nevertheless, many of the wood tiger can look forward to achieve steady career and business progress in 2026 if you are willing to instill prudence and patience. In the meantime, while the wood tigers would have to contend with the possibilities of dealing with troublesome people, the year could be especially rewarding to those career makers who have been carefully planning their steps all this while, due to the appearance of the 3 stages, Golden Lock and the General stars. At the same time, the Taiji Nobleman star is an indicator where you could be more inclined to develop your spiritual sense in 2026, maybe because of the volatilities that you have to face day in day out. But if we go deeper into technical Bazi, the strong hurting officer star plus the excessive fire and earth element in 2026 actually implies many of the unaware wood tigers could be inviting volatilities on themselves due to impatience and greed when money-making opportunities are in abundance. Hence, if you were born under the wood tiger year or the wood tiger month, you are now being warned of the bigger consequences awaiting you in 2027 if you take the risky path in 2026. Similarly, some people of the fire tiger pillar may also incline towards egoistic quest of gaining all the limelight for yourself, due to the excessive Bing fire as well as the formation of strong friend, rob wealth and hurting officer star. And when the rob wealth and friend star appears together, you should be very careful of who you associate with in 2026, because these are the indications of landing into trouble caused by your own ignorance in discerning people. There's also a real danger of having the excessive need for validation if you are not careful, which will eventually drain your finances and emotions when things start to unravel. Although you still have many powerful auspicious stars to lean on, the fire tiger natives must remember that you cannot allow your temper and arrogance to ruin your fortunes in 2026, because otherwise, the fire tiger is one of the most susceptible pillar to the upcoming transformation in the year of the fire horse. You can take a look here to see if the fire tiger pillar correlates to your year of birth or month of birth. On the other hand, people with the earth tiger pillar has much easier path in gaining support if they could utilize on their soft skills. The name of the sky gracious star itself already indicates there's a divine generosity awaiting to uplift your career and wealth luck if you have been cultivating courtesy and display amiable personality in your daily life. But in spite of these special advantages, the excessive fire and earth elements in 2026 may easily push the earth tiger to become big-headed after achieving your goals and getting detached from the ground as you ascend up the ladder. Because when your Wu Earth element is supported by excessive resource and the rob wealth star, it will then grow to an extent of losing touch with the ground. Furthermore, the excessive fire and earth element means that the earth tiger people should look after your health more closely, as these excess always point to the discovery of potential chronic health issues. So, in order to check out if you were born with the earth tiger sign, you can take a look here at this slide. Next up will be the group that will often have to take the hit in 2026 if they continue to resist changes brought by time. And yes, people of the metal tiger pillar can be one of the most defensive and argumentative person on earth if they are not being mindful due to its metal and wood clash. And if your year of birth or month of birth correlates to this stated period of time, chances are you may tend to wield more dominance and become more defensive if you keep seeing opinions as criticism. The intensifying heat from the fire could also cause a rise to your temper, thus putting you into serious confrontations that could bring injuries, lawsuits, loss of job, and even health issues. But if you're willing to adopt your argumentative nature into a more diplomatic approach, 2026 could be the breakthrough year to gain more support, thus putting you into a more powerful position as the general star could provide the impetus. Not only that, the star of the sky fortune is the other auspicious indicator for you to be elevated into a higher position in 2026. Despite this, tigers of the water element should restrain from being compulsive over the abundance of wealth element in 2026. And while massive fire element could lead you to a prosperous year, the money-making opportunities doesn't always equate to cash profits, because the negative aspect of the wealth star can point to the chance of losing huge money as fast as you gain them, if greed rules your year. Perhaps you can consider to align your ambition by nurturing your current ecosystem with care and patience, as well as investing more into integrity and authenticity rather than just results, if you intend to sustain your newfound wealth for a longer term. After all, you may have already known that these time-based wealth stars will not stay at the same spot forever. Additionally, those with high integrity should look forward to anchor onto these career-boosting stars, especially the Sky Fortune and the General Star, if you would like to accelerate your growth and continue to lead at the forefront of your career or business in the years to come, if you can foresee and understand the prominence of your water tiger pillar. And maybe you should count yourself very lucky in 2026 if either your birth year or the birth month is stated in this water tiger pillar group.